डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब आंबेडकर ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी.
Namaskar students, I, Dr. Jaini Shah, Assistant Professor of English, welcome you all to Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University's video lecture series. This session is about unit number 7, Puritan Age, its historical background and characteristics. It is a part of first year Bachelor of Arts in English Literature, paper number 3. In this session, I am going to discuss the background, ages in the history of English literature, overview of the Puritan Age, characteristics of the Puritan Age, socio-political background of the Puritan Age, as well as literary characteristics of the Puritan Age and some other components related to the same. Friends, English literature, especially the British English literature, begins from the Old English period prior to Chaucer and continues to the present day. These centuries and years are divided into different periods or different ages. These periods or ages with different names, some of which you may be familiar with, for example the Elizabethan age or the Romantic age or the Modern age. All these ages or periods are named such because of their features. Now, the literature produced or written in these periods bear certain characteristics of that age, such as the ruling monarchy, historical background, social conditions, political and economic conditions, and the common idea, feeling or emotion that prevails in that particular time period. So, on the basis of all these factors, English literature, majorly British English literature, is divided into various ages. Here you can see the different ages in the history of English literature. It starts from 450 AD to present day, that is from 5th century to 21st century. You can see the major and important ages in this chart, such as the age of Chaucer, which begins from 1350 to 1400 AD, the Elizabethan age from 1558 to 1603 AD, the Puritan age from 1620 to 1600 AD, and further the Restoration period, the Augustan age, the Romantic period, the Victorian period, and the Modern period. Now friends, let us come to the main topic of this session, that is the Puritan age. Here is the overview of the Puritan age. King Charles I took the throne, the English throne, in 1625. He was against the Parliament, for he wanted to establish his sole monarchy, and without any parliamentary interference. Civil war was the central phenomenon of the Puritan age. Puritan age was also marked by the decline of Renaissance age and age of revival of knowledge. The central aim of the Puritans was the purification. The word Puritan suggests purification of prevalent religious malpractices. In their efforts to purify the minds of people, they forcefully closed any means of entertainment such as theatres and the other forms of arts such as dance and music. They were generally displeased or looked down upon. This led to the development of anger and hatred among the common man for such strict governance. Friends, this Puritan age is further divided into three periods. The first is Jacobean age with James I as the ruler from 1603 to 1625. Caroline age with Charles I as the ruler from 1625 to 1649, and then the Commonwealth period with Oliver Cromwell as the ruler from 1649 to 1660. So friends, with this brief overview of the age, now let us come to the characteristics of Puritan age. The first major characteristic is civil war. The entire years of the Puritan age were dominated by the civil war. This civil war was between two groups of people of England. The first group was loyal to the king and the second group was of the people who were against the king. The point of crisis began when King James I began to give too much importance to the church for law and governance apart from religious practices. He ignored the role of Parliament, which had enthroned him. This situation adversely affected the social, political, and religious institutions of England. This hostile and unfriendly period, which began from James I, continued even through 1642 till 1649, when King Charles I was assassinated, he was executed. After this event, England witnessed the establishment of Commonwealth and the rise of King Oliver Cromwell as the Lord Protector. Another characteristic of this age is that of biblical influence. Friends, the Bible, the holy book, was the main source of writing for the authors of this particular age. For example, John Milton's Paradise Lost, an epic poem, very well known work, is heavily inspired from the Bible. Puritan literature on the whole relied on biblical allusions. It took references from the biblical events or characters. The authors of this age compared the characters from their works to the characters from the Bible, or compared the hardships endured by their characters to that of the characters of Bible. Another major characteristic was an attempt to make men honest and free. Puritans heavily relied on the virtues such as honesty and morality. This is the ultimate feature of the Puritan age. They believed that there should not be any monarch to rule over, but at the same time the common people should be extremely honest. The morals and ethics of the common people should not be done away with. Next characteristic of the Puritan age is the lack of vitality and concreteness. The literature of this age showcased the stateliness and power, but lacked the depiction of passion as well as vitality and pleasure of life, which was prevalent in the literature of Elizabethan age. Next characteristic is the lack of spirit of unity. In the Elizabethan age, there was a sense of loyalty and devotion towards the Queen. Also, the Queen Elizabeth was sincerely dedicated towards the welfare of her subjects and people. Hence, in that age, the spirit of unity resulted from intense patriotism and rationalism of all classes. But in the Puritan age, both the monarchs, both the kings, James I and Charles II, were least bothered about the people of England. They were bothered only about their own luxuries and their own philosophies. So basically, these kings did not care about the happenings of the kingdom in general. If there were diseases, the kings will not help. If there were governance crises, the king would not take up responsibility for it. Due to these reasons, the spirit of unity and the spirit of patriotism was lacking in the literature of this age. On the contrary, there was a dominance of critical and intellectual spirit. The romantic spirit that was found in the literature of Elizabethan age was replaced by the critical and intellectual spirit of Puritan age. Literature and poetry appealed to the morals rather than the sentiments of the heart. These were the general characteristics of the Puritan age. Now friends, let us know about the socio-political characteristics or the social as well as political background of the Puritan age. The first one is the Jacobean period. King James I took the throne of England in 1603. King James I wanted to diminish the roles of bishop or priest in the church. He wanted the divine rights of his kingdom, so he determined to make the Church of England to be submissive to him. This spoiled the common people's minds and also adversely affected the religio-political scenario. The second is Carolingian period. King Charles I took the throne in 1625. Like King James I, King Charles I was also interested in nullifying the importance of the parliament. In 1629, he dissolved the parliament and ruled the kingdom without it for 11 years. So, the period from 1629 to 1640, the 11 years are known as the 11 years of tyranny. This period was a period when the king had the absolute power over the kingdom. This led the way to the civil war, but the king was defeated by Oliver Cromwell, who was a parliamentary leader. Then began the Commonwealth period. Friends, during the Commonwealth period, Oliver Cromwell started his independent party. The people in general believed in the freedom of the church, so neither the parliament nor the people in general of the kingdom wanted the king's inspection, interference, or dominance. Oliver Cromwell called several parliaments, but he did not get on with any of them. So he resigned from the parliament and became the military dictator. In the year 1660, Charles II came to the English throne as a king. Now friends, after knowing the major events and socio-political background of this age, let us also now see the religious history of the Puritan age. Puritans were strict disciplinarians. They gave much importance to devotions, prayers, and introspections. For them, the Bible represented the true law of God. Puritans hated to see the church being reduced to political body. So they reshaped and attempted to change the practices of people according to the ideologies of the Bible. Friends, now let us come to the literary characteristics of the Puritan age. First, we shall see the features of Jacobean literature. Friends, during the years 1603 to 1625, on the literary front, translations became very popular during the late Elizabethan and Jacobean periods. Some of the writers were interested in science and learning. There was a great deal of interest in human psychology and human behavior. So human character and society became important subjects of many prose works. Virtue, evil, faith, and human corruption were the subjects of many prose works, especially sermons and religious writings by priests such as John Donne and Lancelot Andrewes. There was an increasing interest in geography also. Histories of the world and maps were increasingly printed and sold. Then there were pamphlets, lengthy prose works, and essays on education, knowledge, wisdom, culture, and other social conditions from major writers of the age such as Bacon and Milton. The main themes of Jacobean drama were money, property, and class. While there is quite a lot of moralizing, there is also a secret fascination with the wicked and corrupt being the subject matters of these works. Moral and sexual corruption is a constant theme in Jacobean drama, especially in Jacobean tragedies. Jacobean drama is characterized by its realism and taste for satire. The most common themes included in these dramas were lust, adultery, corruption, death, sickness, mental sickness as well as physical sickness, and exploitation of the weak, the cruelty of the aristocrats and the upper classes, the hypocrisy of people, dishonesty, and family crisis. The playwrights, the dramatists, used to include comments and addresses to the audience explaining the motive of characters or the psychology that causes them to behave in certain ways. Broadly, in the Puritan age, certain literary characteristics changed from the years 1625 to 1649, which is known as the Caroline period. Friends, features of Caroline non-fiction literature suggests to us that this non-fiction was highly personal. A degree of skepticism about religious and philosophical truth was seen in the works of Thomas Browne, so the doubts were clarified. In their works, the literature was influenced by the intellectual movements and figures of the age, like Pascal Montaigne, Descartes, etc. An interesting mix of science and philosophy, as well as science and religion, is seen in almost all the writings of these period. The writings were usually on controversial issues such as faith and the religious rites. The debates between reason and faith gather fresh intensity and actually marks the early moments of European Enlightenment and European thought. The poetry of this age preferred pastoral themes and subjects and pastoral narrations. Also prevalent were the political, moral and religious allegories like Spenser's The Faerie Queene. The metaphysical poetry, friends, metaphysical is a philosophy dealing with one's own identity and God. Metaphysical poetry emerged at that time, which had unusual logic images which were exaggerated and not always easy to understand. The metaphors in such poetries were strange and artificial and were known as conceits. Also, a mixture of wit and seriousness with great religious fervor and human love or sensuality were often combining features found in the same poem, especially in the poems of John Donne. The religious poetry of the Caroline period had the features such as faith, repentance, spiritual progress, perseverance and grace as the central themes of Caroline religious poetry, as the name suggested. It explored the tension between the worldly human desires and the will of God, as well as the needs of the body and the call to spiritual duties. Further, the Cavalier poetry. Friends, Cavalier poets were the ones who wrote in the favor of King Charles I. So, Cavalier poetry of this period showcased the gallantry and chivalry as the central themes of their poems. Flattery and high praise of the love's beauty and wisdom became integral to this kind of poetry. The poets often complained about their lovers' indifference, but there is also the presence of agony, of separation in many of the poems. Unlike the metaphysics, the Cavaliers did not engage in serious debates, and their poetry is much more simple than the metaphysical poetry of Donne and others. Hence, to conclude, friends, Puritanism was a religious reform movement marked as a religious renaissance with ups and downs in the socio-politics of the age. The Puritans became noted in the 17th century for a spirit of moral and religious earnestness that informed their whole way of life and also the pattern for the whole nation. So friends, this Puritan age on the whole, after going through the overview, the introduction of the Puritan age, the social background, the political background, and knowing certain characteristics of the literature prevalent in the Puritan age, there are certain major points that come in front of our eyes. For example, the Puritan age was highly marked with the growing importance of the Bible, that is the Christian religion, the ups and downs of the ruling party, that is the enthroning of King James I, then dethroning of King James I, enthroning of Charles I, and then finally Oliver Cromwell taking the English throne. So politically, those years were the turbulent years for the British English, the history of English, England, and religiously also there was a kind of turbulence, because religion and law, the Bible and the government, the parliament, the king, the monarchs were both ready to take over each other. So these scenario also created a certain disturbance in the social life of the people, as well as the same was reflected in the literature of that age, as literature takes influences from the social, economic, political conditions of the age. Whatever is going on is reflected in the literature as well. So similarly, in the literature front, we have metaphysical poetry, cavalier poetry, religious poetry, in which we find the central theme as the law of God. Even the law of God, that is the faith in religion, versus the reason, the reasoning, the logic, the science and the branches of learning are both juxtaposed with each other. So one tries to dominate the other. So these were the kind of situations that were created in all the fronts in the history of England, which was quite different from the Elizabethan age that existed prior to the Puritan age. So these were the general characteristics that existed in the England of that time, that is from the year 1603 to 1660. So after knowing this, here are some of the questions for self-assessment. You can answer these questions for better understanding of the Puritan age. Also further, friends, here some of the references are given to you for suggested reading of this topic. And I would like to thank you for watching the video. I hope it has enhanced your understanding of the characteristics of the Puritan age. So friends, goodbye and see you until next time.